A big three in indie. What these games' massive sales really mean. Plus, is Balatro still an indie game? We're going to find out. Then we dive into outer space for a bunch of games you'll want to wish list crammed into like a couple of minutes at the end of the show. Indie news and previews, 10 minutes or less. Let's get going. A big three in indie we need to discuss. Dove.
Yes.
Paralives, yes. Mina the Hollower, Dead as Disco, all driving pretty damn big sales numbers. Paralives in particular dropping $250,000 in only 8 hours.
It's insane.
Where do we stand? What does this mean?
I mean, a couple of these are in early access, so that's insane, man. Paralives, especially, $250,000 in 8 hours. They were like 750, 100,000 wish listed beforehand, so like that sales in 8 hours is amazing. People were ready to play this even in early access state. Like they're still even said right out of the gate there's going to be some bumps and bruises, but people want an alternative to The Sims, and they did so well that they like basically said we are not going to have any paid DLC. All updates from now on are going to be free. We hit the mark. Boom. So like that's an indie developed team or an indie team that really gets it. Like people hated The Sims because you're spending massive amounts on DLCs if you just want to like change some of the clothing or, you know, get different architecture.
But let me ask you this. Yeah. Mina the Hollower, 300,000 in not even a couple weeks.
3 days,
now, right?
3 days.
So Dead is Disco, 300,000 now in maybe about a month.
Yeah.
These are huge numbers from indie games, right?
Right.
And I just we need to discuss. It's what we're here to do today. It's kind of blurring the lines, isn't it? Like,
yeah. I mean, like especially when we're talking about Mina the Howler, because they had to raise like $1 million, $1.2 million through Kickstarter. Then they used pretty much all the proceeds, like almost $4 million of their own money, into creating Mina the Hollower. All this success from Shovel Knight, they just Yacht Club Games put it right into their next game. So it was make or break for them. And like they even posted beforehand, hey, if it's at 100,000, we're in good shape. If it's 200,000, we're okay. At 500,000, we're able to fund our next project. Right now, they're at like 300 and just 3 days.
Make or break. I mean, make it. Yacht Club Games. It saved the development company for now, and their ultimate goal is 1 million played. But when you look at something like Paralives, and it's just like clapping so many cheeks as far as like copies sold. Like,
yes,
it's just huge. And I'm just starting to wonder, like, if you're a diehard indie game person, and we'll play anything, we just love to support small, developers and indie games.
Right,
like,
yes.
The lines are blurring. Like, at what point is AAA, is Paralives in the same discussion? And it's just, you know what I'm saying?
100%. But I think Paralives were definitely going to stay, like, they're under 15 developers, but you're right. Like, where do we draw the line? Claire Obscure was called indie to some. It wasn't for others. It was AA because they had 33 people on their team, plus other, actors or whatever, plus a huge investment. But it's like Mina the Howler. They had a very large investment. How close are they to being AA? And how close is AA to being AAA? Like, yes, we're just splitting hairs here, but like you said, there's going to be some people who are like, I only want indie developed games.
Right. It matters to some people. To us, these are just, hey, you're an indie game, you're an indie game.
I love them.
But it's that line is just getting closer and closer and more blurry. We got to move on, but man. Speaking of indie games, so this is fun. Playstack, the publisher best known for publishing the gigantic indie hit Balatro, has been acquired by a massive private equity firm. So the argument now becomes, is our indie darling Balatro an indie game?
Yes. Absolutely, man. Like, I get that people are going to be pissed. A mega corporation is buying out the publisher for Balatro. But let's look at it, with our thoughtful brains here. That's the publisher. The developer is still Local Thunk, which is essentially just one person who
One
wants to
dude.
remain anonymous for the life of him.
Crazy.
I mean, I think Ben Starr knows who he is, but that's about it. And like, it doesn't affect the actual game. They're out there to let people know about the game. Balatro's already sold millions of copies, man. Yep. If they go forward, if they're starting to push DLCs, if everything that, you know, they're trying to publish from this point on are just deck builders and stuff like that, I think then, yeah, man, like, we got to look at this creatively. But Balatro, as it is, got to remain indie.
So at the moment, Dove isn't worried about it. Balatro still an indie darling. What do you guys think? Indie Radar on the Gaber Buff channel. Jefferson and Dove, say hello in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to discover more indie games. You got about like 40 seconds on this one, all right?
Oh,
Xbox Demo Fest has kicked off. 40 plus free indie demos available. What do you think about that?
Oh, man, it's just crazy. We're blurring the lines again. Corporations are just now featuring indie games, and, you know, is this benefiting indie developers? I don't know. It's getting their name out there for sure, but if you're going to have massive success, you might take a massive pay cut.
Well, you're saying if you go day one, because some of them are going day one.
About 10 of them are going day one, and, you know, all of them are going to eventually hit there as full game, I believe.
Of them. Okay, yeah.
So, you could lose out in some, opening day sales. And we know, like, a lot of games, that's like the biggest boom is when they come out. You know, that's when they sell the most copies. So are they going to miss out, or are they just going to get front and center and be able to fund future projects?
And is that something they even need to be worried about? I don't think so. If you're an indie developer and you want to get your game out there and you have an opportunity with Xbox or any of the big boys, sign me up.
Right, but does it start to blur that indie line? I mean, like, yes, our indie darling Silk Song was a Game Pass game, but we still call it indie all the way. But that's a huge way to promote your game. You got to say that at least. You got to
get your thing out there, man. You got to get your vision, your artwork, your creation, whatever it takes. I think whatever it takes, get it out there. News for you, the lines are just going to continue to get more and more blurry. Like between indie and the big boys, it's going to start to not even matter, which is going to suck to a lot of people who are just strictly like, I am all about indie games and that's all I do. And that's mostly all we cover here. That's what we like to promote.
Yes.
But like it's getting tough because these indie games are getting humongous. They're getting bigger and bigger, and it's just something that's I don't know. The lines are going to change on that.
Yeah,
that's all. Let's
focus on the sole developers or small guys.
We gotta move, Dovey. Rapid fire radar. We got 2 minutes. Let's cover some new and upcoming out of this world indie games. Hit them and quit them, Dovey. We gotta go. Rogue Machines, Mutant Insects, and Jazz echoing through deep space. How about Satellite Odyssey Jupiter? I love this.
Yeah, man. Alternate history, 1980s Soviet, psychological horror. This thing just looks amazing, man. Like, an AI is playing with your brain the whole time. You're fighting off, just being alone all the time. And how are you going to do that with this crazy cyborgish looking implants?
All right, we're going to find out. Top-down space action RPG, the combat, the sound, sea beams coming soon.
Top-down action RPG. And like, this thing looks legit with the fighting. You got to target systems. You got to use actual Newtonian physics while you fight. Good. This is going to be a great game. Hooded Horse.
Gotta move.
They know what they're doing.
Sci-fi, fantasy, hack and slash. This thing is ridiculous. Kirk Mephisto.
Yeah, man. Devil May Cry meets, I don't know, Power Rangers? This looks incredible.
Yes, good call.
Hack and slash. Yeah. I love it, and I can't wait till this comes out, man. I can't wait for James T.
How about a little 2D, James T? How about a little 2D Metroidvania to close it out? Wish listed already, Dovey. Wish listed. Try the Steam demo today. Xplorite.
Yes, this one looks incredible. Reminds me a lot of the hand-drawn pixel art of Nine Souls. It's beautiful. I love all the ideas. You have different drones flying around that give you different abilities, different gating progression things. So it looks great. Great Metroidvania. Beautiful. snappy looking combat. Let's
That's
see.
all, ladies and germs. We're just about out of time here. Indie Radar on the Gamer Buff channel. I love that rapid fire. Say hello in the comments, like the video, subscribe to discover more indie games. I'm Jefferson. He's Dove. Game on.
Game on. Totally fucked up.
Woof.
Right?
Woof.